Sitting is killing us. Studies show that prolonged inactivity increases the risk of heart disease by 147% and slashes years off your life. For most people, the idea of fighting this with exercise feels overwhelming. The good news is you don't need to commit to grueling gym sessions or hours of cardio to reverse the damage. Just 30 minutes a day on an exercise bike could be the key to transforming your health and fitness. But before I get into all that, I want to explain why exactly I chose cycling on an exercise bike for this video. The first thing that made it stand out to me is that it's ridiculously easy to get started. Unlike walking or using a treadmill, it eliminates impact on your joints, which is perfect if you've got knee or hip issues. You also don't need to worry about weather or terrain, which sometimes makes walking outdoors or running on a treadmill feel like a chore. Compared to an elliptical, an exercise bike is less about coordination and more about rhythm. You just sit, pedal, and go. And then there's rowing. While rowing can be an incredible workout, it's not the most user-friendly. Getting the form wrong can put stress on your back or shoulders, and let's face it, not everyone wants to feel like they're in a crow-sit competition. With a bike, the learning curve doesn't exist. Adjust the seat, pick a resistance level, and you're off. It's the perfect mix of simplicity and efficiency with zero intimidation factor. Now let me explain why I chose 30 minutes, not 20 or 40, and why every day. I believe consistency beats intensity every time. The 30-minute mark strikes the perfect balance between effort and accessibility. It's long enough to get meaningful results, but short enough to fit into even the busiest schedules. Go any shorter and you risk cutting corners on those benefits. Push into more and you start dealing with time constraints or the risk of burning out, especially if you're a beginner. As for doing it daily, the goal isn't to train like an athlete, but to build a habit. Skipping days might seem harmless, but it makes it easier to fall out of routine entirely. When you commit to 30 minutes every day, it becomes a part of your lifestyle, like brushing your teeth or drinking your morning coffee. Besides, the daily consistency keeps your metabolism humming and your energy levels stable. So it's like sending your body a clear, consistent signal that movement is non-negotiable without overloading it. Now let's see exactly how your body can change by cycling 30 minutes every day. I'll get into all the details and studies to back me up. First, there's the metabolic boost. Research shows moderate cycling can burn between about 200 to 400 calories in half an hour, depending on your weight. If you do intense cycling, you can burn up to 700 calories in the same amount of time, according to Medical News Today. This calorie deficit compounds and contributes to fat loss, especially when paired with a balanced diet. Even better, cycling every day leads to significant deep belly fat loss, even if you don't lose a ton of weight as a whole. According to one study, quote, despite a minimal average weight loss of 1% and changes in body composition, cyclists showed a significant reduction in visceral adiposity of 14.6% and waist circumference. This impressive result isn't explained, but from my point of view, it has something to do with the aerobic energy system. When you cycle at a moderate pace, you employ this type of energy system that uses a mix of body fat and carbs as fuel. By comparison, very intense but short bursts of activity burn more glucose. But it's not just about weight. Cycling improves your muscle-to-fat ratio by targeting large muscle groups, especially the quads, hamstrings, and glutes. That means your lower body will become toned and powerful. Besides, cycling also supports joint health. Unlike running, which puts stress on your knees and ankles, cycling keeps these areas moving smoothly, even for those with arthritis or past injuries. Cardiovascular health takes a leap forward as well. Studies confirm that aerobic exercise strengthens your heart, lowers your heart rate, and enhances blood circulation. This means better oxygen delivery to your muscles and organs, which translates to higher stamina. Over time, this reduces your risk of heart disease by as much as 50%. Beyond the physical, cycling rewires your brain. The rhythmic pedaling increases the production of endorphins, your body's feel-good hormones, which can help combat stress, anxiety, and even mild depression. A 2023 study linked cycling to improved cognitive function, showing better focus and memory retention after just 6 weeks of regular activity. The study also says, quote, executive function improved in younger adults with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder after 30 minutes moderate intensity cycling. The real magic happens when these changes compound. Better cardiovascular health supports deeper, more restful sleep. Muscle tone improves posture, which reduces strain on your back and shoulders. And as your fitness increases, your confidence also does. This creates a ripple effect in every area of your life. This is the transformation you set in motion with just 30 minutes a day. It's not an overnight process, but over weeks and months, the results become undeniable. After 7 days of cycling, 30 minutes daily, your body starts to adapt. You'll notice more energy throughout the day and a lighter feeling in your joints. If you've been sedentary, your muscles might feel sore, especially in your legs, but this is a sign they're waking up and strengthening. Your sleep patterns improve as well, because cycling helps regulate your circadian rhythm, so falling asleep and waking up feels easier. By 30 days, the progress becomes undeniable. Your stamina increases noticeably. What once felt like effort now feels almost automatic as your cardiovascular system adjusts. Studies show that in as little as 4 weeks, VO2 max, a measure of how efficiently your body uses oxygen, can improve by up to 15%. You will also see weight loss, especially around the midsection, as fat stores begin to shrink. Your lower body muscles, especially your quads, glutes, and calves, appear more defined, and your posture improves from stronger core engagement while pedaling. Mentally, you feel sharper and more focused. Daily cycling reduces stress hormones like cortisol while boosting endorphins, making you feel happier and more motivated. Long-term, after 90 days or more, the transformation becomes part of who you are. Your resting heart rate drops, signaling a stronger, more efficient heart. Consistent fat loss reveals muscle definition across your entire body. Your metabolism operates at a higher baseline, making it easier to maintain your weight even on rest days. Joint health improves dramatically, and if you've struggled with chronic pain or stiffness, you'll find those issues fading. One study on almost 24,000 Swedish people showed that regular cycling reduces blood pressure, improves cholesterol levels, and lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes dramatically. Mentally, the benefits are just as profound. You'll have better focus, higher confidence, and a resilience that extends beyond your workouts. So that's it from me. Now, I want to hear from you. Let me know if you like cycling or prefer another type of exercise. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who can use it. I know you're tired of hearing me say this, but every little action like this genuinely helps small creators like myself, and I appreciate all your support.